Hey everyone, Daniel Murphy down here in beautiful sunny Myrtle Beach with Innovate Real Estate. Hope everybody's having a fantastic start to the new year and hope everyone had a blessed and Merry Christmas. We're going to go ahead and go over the numbers with regards to the information that you see within these newsletters. So we always do add some context in the newsletter or in the video. If you're not getting the newsletter, let us know. If you're only watching the videos, it'll be down. All the information will be below in the comment section. And also, if you don't mind, I know I should say this on every video, I just don't. But if you could please like the video, subscribe to the channel, get this information as soon as it hits, and share it with anyone that you know may be looking to buy or sell here in the Myrtle Beach area. So anyway, what we did in this particular year-end newsletter for 2024 is we kind of looked at the real estate figures for the entirety of the year of 2024, and we compared those to the full year of 2023. I also went, and I don't only do this usually on year-end videos, is we broke these down into different areas. So on the south end, you'll see on here we're looking at Pawleys, Litchfield, and Murrells Inlet. Then we have Surfside and Garden City together, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach. Then we have Little River and Longs kind of together, and then Conway together to give us these numbers. And some interesting things actually did come out of this. So we'll go over these, and I'm going to use the overall averages just so that this video isn't 22 minutes long. So overall, the one thing that we're seeing is that there are fewer units sold both in condos and in residential. On the average for the condo side, there were 114 fewer sold. And what I mean by that is if you take the South End, Surfside, Garden City, all of the different areas that we have in here, on average, there were 114 fewer properties sold over that period of time. The overall South End, Surfside, Garden City, Myrtle Beach, across the board, we saw all of the numbers slightly lower than they were, with the exception of Little River and Longs and Little River and Longs on the condo side, which is interesting because there's not a ton of condos out that way. And then on the residential side, we saw Conway and Little River Longs both have increases in the total number of units sold. I think on the residential side, a lot of that has to do with the fact that it is very difficult anymore to find properties within the closer you get to the beach that are affordable. At least what we here in the Myrtle Beach area have historically looked at as affordable. Additionally, there's not a lot of it available, so a lot of people that are coming in now are looking out towards Little River, Longs, and Conway to make their purchases, which makes sense. It's more affordable, there's more inventory available, and everything now, because of the way Myrtle Beach, the infrastructure in Myrtle Beach now, everything is close to wherever you want to be. Nothing is way out. I've lived here almost my entire life, and back in the day, if you lived in some of these areas, you weren't coming to the beach for any reason. Now it's a 20-minute drive max from most of the areas. So what we're seeing again is more inventory hitting the market, fewer units sold over that period of time. But the big thing that I think that everyone is looking for is what is going on with the actual market as far as pricing. So on the pricing, the overall averages we'll look at on condo side was about $7,000 higher than it was all of last year. And on the single family side, it was about $6,000 higher. Your biggest movers in that market are going to be, let's look, on the condo side, we're looking at Surfside and Garden City saw an average of, or not an average, but a median sale price of $27,000 higher this year than they did 2023. The South End, again, Pawleys, Litchfield, Murrells Inlet saw about a $20,000 uptick. Shockingly, although we saw more condos sold in the Conway area than we did last year, the prices dropped about $20,000. And I think that might just have to do with the fact that some of the higher end property ticket items in Conway on the condo side were probably sold last year. So some outliers there, like I said, some big numbers there with South End and then Surfside, Garden City. On the residential side, we saw an overall uptick of about $6,000, 42 on average more units sold on the residential side year over year, $6,000 increase. The only real major mover in that was North Myrtle Beach with a $22,000 year over year uptick in the median sale price, which is nice to see. And conversely, when we're seeing those big numbers on the condo side, increases in the South End, We saw nothing on the south end. Again, that's Pawleys, Litchfield, and Myrtle's Inlet. A net flat line year over year, $1,000 increase in Surfside and Garden City. So although there were more units sold in that area, we really didn't see much of an uptick in price. Actually, the leader in price gain year over year on the residential side, the median price gain was in North Myrtle Beach of about 22,000. Really, what all of this is showing us, and again, all these numbers we've broken down, all this a lot of information to take in. What we're seeing here since May of 2022 was a fairly flat market, which, based on everything that could happen, that's actually good to see. That means that we're still seeing enough interest in the real estate market in the Myrtle Beach area, though, that although we have an uptick in the amount of units for sale, we're not seeing any large decrease sale in price. So you hear me talking macro, micro all the time. This is broken up into individual areas of the Myrtle Beach area. Just remember that even within those smaller markets, there are even smaller markets. So certain areas, certain neighborhoods within these areas, certain buildings within these areas do better on average than the rest of that area. So if you have any specific questions about the market in a specific building or specific neighborhood, certainly reach out anytime. Love to chat. We do both buyer and seller sides. So what we're going to see, at least in my opinion, moving forward, at least in 6 to 12 months, is pretty much more of the same. You're going to have to see some drastic changes in the market one way or the other to affect any real change in pricing. That would be more buyers coming into the market, buying up inventory decreasing. You'll see price increases. Certainly interest rates having any change at all lowering would increase buyer activity significantly. So we're looking for things like that to change. The other side of that, the flip side of that coin would be is if we don't have an uptick in buyers, but we see an exaggerated amount of inventory hitting the market, that may cause prices finally to start to slide a bit. So again, if you have any questions, I'd love to chat. We have conversations all the time with people who own properties down here, people looking to buy properties, even if you're in the market specifically today. Love to chat anytime. Again, my name is Daniel Murphy with Innovate Real Estate. Thanks so much.